this is the thing for me with IFS. It's sort of like you do these weird sessions. This is how maybe there's a part of me that says that they're weird or that they are just weird. I really don't know. But you do these weird sort of mythical sessions where you go inside yourself and then things come up and you find yourself saying weird stuff that you never thought you would say. And somehow it kind of relates to everything that's already in your life and it makes perfect sense, and all of that sort of stuff somehow, all that kind of thing. And then afterwards you come back into real life, you lose the trance, if that's what it is. And then the thing about IFS, which really I find most interesting, is these kind of strange after effects. I bet you I pick out a blooming cookery book very soon, and I bet you that maybe I'll read a book without viciously, interfering with the reading that I'm doing by sort of distracting myself left, right, and center. Who knows? But I would bet money. Oh, you're a money therapist. I would bet money in all sane and careful manners required that some of this stuff may occur.
Yeah. It'll be interesting, to see because, yeah, as our system unburdens and we start coming in contact with these parts, it just provides space in the system.
Curiouser and curiouser. But thank you so much for a session which doesn't seem to me to have anything to do with dealing with money in any way. Can you explain to me the...
Well, let's see. Let's see what happens, because the little girl could be the same little girl that we touched on.
The tools for.
Correct. And typically it's never about the money, right? And it'll be interesting to see how the tool buyer, if this impacted the buyer or not. But it's it can seem that it doesn't have anything to do about the money, and then it starts kind of popping out, showing up in the money, because the money is the symptom.
And as per the previous session, it's sort of the other way around, because we were talking about money therapy and IFS in the first session that we did. And what I discovered was that had an effect on things which, to me, weren't connected to any money issues. Like there was that family member who I always used to find myself in a fight with, and then we just had a really peaceful time for 3 days. And that's not happened for a long time. And so that wasn't anything to do with money, but it came out for me. It came out of that session that we did, which was just seemingly about buying tools and not
right?
Yeah, not I shouldn't spend the money on this, that sort of thing. So it seems connected. And I wonder, I do have a question, which is, do you think that there are some people for whom money is a gateway to their issues? Because for reasons I think that are to do with my family background and a worry about money that was there when I was a child, talking about the money in this IFS way it's released so much tension that I might have picked up when I was a child from my parents or from whoever. And so it's like the key. The key is money. It's not because I have a problem with money or that I desperately need money that I don't have. I have enough and I'm not complaining. I'm very, very lucky. I personally should earn a bit more, but let's see what I can achieve. But the point is that this focus on money has affected some tension stuff. I guess that makes sense to you.
Yeah. I think what you're talking about is there's been some legacy burdens from the family around money that seem that maybe this work has touched those burdens, maybe even release them.
Well, I mean, my parents are from working class backgrounds, and their families were always working so hard to earn money, to be to have a decent life. Uh,
Hmm.
and at some moments there were some real difficult, like family tragedies, which threatened their ability to keep their head above water.
Hmm.
And so I think that there is definitely a legacy within certainly one of the family lines of being extremely worried about money.
Sure.
That wouldn't
And
surprise
that's
me at all.
part, if we were, we work and there is a part that has that burden, then we actually can go in and help that part release the family legacy burden
Oh,
of working so hard. So that makes a lot of sense. And it makes a lot of sense um, that when we've worked with the little girl and we connected the buying of the tools to the providing of love, that that connection with the little girl touched a lot more than just money, than just the symptom of money. So that makes perfect sense. And when we're dealing with these parts, that other other ways they act, other protectors that were protecting them in ways that didn't have to do it are now relaxed.
you see, I can report something that occurs to me now, which is that previous to talking to you, I was afraid of money. I didn't like money. I thought that money was a source of probable evil. I wanted money, so I had some kind of desire for it in a kind of a frustrated way. But because I didn't really want it, frankly, I don't particularly want it. But at the same time, I recognize it is something I should want. It was like a big confusion. Okay. And now I feel towards money like it's a really loving, useful tool to unlock tension and um, to release these sort of burdeny things and to make me into a more loving person. And the thing that is nice for me is that previously I would have suggested or thought that that's only because money is power and it buys you stuff, right? Now I don't think that. I think actually, because you said in the first session that we had that money was a power, it's like a big or the biggest power in the world kind of thing. Now I see money as a what's the beneficial, a positive power.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not afraid of money because I've seen that having a focus on money with you, right, has enabled me to access stuff that everyone should have access to, like the self love, relaxed interaction with time and space, etc., etc. I don't know how to quite explain it to its full because it's a very other situations beyond words, all right? So it's never going to be properly explained. I'm just
Yeah,
amazed that that's happened through money. You've blown my
that's
mind.
that is beautiful.